Hello and welcome to another video. In this video I will be making this. It is a DIY book Nook. It's the Kyoto one. I think that's how you say it. I've never made one of these and I'm very excited to make this. My boyfriend's mom got this for me for Christmas. And so today we're gonna put it together. I actually just got back from Japan, so this activity is perfect. I'm still recovering from jet lag and all that. It's my first day back in North Carolina. I went home in Virginia for a little bit and now I'm here. It says the assembly level is 3 out of 5 stars. So this might take me a while and it says 4 to 5 hours. So it's definitely gonna take me a little bit. It smells like glue, so I'm really hoping there wasn't glue in here that is going to be bad. Little battery case. The instructions and all of the materials are in here. I'm reading the instruction manual and you can pause here, but here's like why they made this kind of thing. I did notice there was glue in here, so hope it hasn't dried out. It feels squishy still, so it's promising. It says the first step is to test the wire to make sure the light lights up. I don't know, we have batteries and I don't really feel like doing that. Here's all of my pieces. Going to try to be very careful when I open them so as not to scratch any of them. I've done one of these kind of things before, but it was like the little paper ones, not entirely wood like this. So I'm very excited to be doing this. So I'm gonna build step 1 with you guys, and then I'm going to kind of quickly go through all my other steps and show just like maybe the end product of each step and maybe like notable thing from it. I don't want this video to be too long. In C, we have an assisted pickup and an assisted pressing little mechanism thing, which I will happily take because these things are a little hard to punch out. Here they are. First thing I like to do when starting any of these is get all the materials together. It will tell you when to use the glue, which is perfect. So we're gonna take first wall. We're gonna attach these little guys. You gotta stick these little guys down in here. I see why you don't have to use glue, but at the same time, these are very hard to stick in here. I'm going to attach these right down here. It is very hard to read what goes what in these instructions. So far, I've been recording for 12 minutes and haven't actually gotten anywhere with this, which is a little worrying. I think once I stop recording and just focus on doing one part of this at a time, I think I'll start to get a little faster. There we go. Okay, about 15 minutes to finish this. I will finish the last bit of this and then I gotta speed this up. Ta-da! Finish this. It's actually going much faster now that I'm kind of getting the hang of how much strength it takes to put all these guys in. Ta-da! Took so long just to do this. Takes a lot of strength. But maybe I'm just a little weaker. I'm going to finish a few steps, I think, and then I will be back to show you guys. Here is my first build. So I got to use the glue right here. It's sliding off just a little bit, but here it is. I'm gonna have to hold it this way because this little glue guy is sliding off. But these right here are a little weird. I think you can see they're just stickers. So they're just gonna dangle here like this for the entire time. But I'm quite pleased. This is my first build. Once I stopped recording, it went by much faster because I could really focus and look as stupid as possible while doing it. So now we're on to step 3. My first complete little guy is done. Now we are gonna move on to building like a different part of it. Here is number 2. If you can see back here, right there, it's supposed to be another plant. I got this one. It doesn't have a pot connected to it, so I'm not gonna put it in. I'm gonna see if I can maybe try to make a little clay pot or something for it. I was gonna use this as a pot, but these are apparently bowls and they're needed somewhere else, so not gonna do that. And I couldn't find it in here either. This has probably taken like an hour to make just these two. I'm on page 7 right now, or at least about to start. There's 19 pages. So I'm not doing that bad. but for an hour and only getting through that many pages doesn't bode well, especially when some of them look like this. This one came out super cute. That little food stall right there. It also has a mirror in there, which is quite interesting to look at, like, the perspective on it, and then you can kind of see, like, as if the path keeps going and you see another little shop there. I did do my first break, and it was this stool here, but luckily there was an extra piece. I also have finished this one, except for the extra pieces, and I punched these guys out because I didn't want this being in the way. But I just want to say, look how cute these guys are. So far, we got 3. As I'm moving these to make room for some more, I did want to point out, these umbrellas are just all stickers. Like, that's a sticker, and that's just a little rolled up sticker. Which seems kind of odd, but at the same time, I get why they did it. Just seems odd why it wouldn't be like a little roll of paper or something like that. But yeah, we're still missing the little pot for this one. It's getting a little late and dark out, and I'm also hungry. But I have created 2 of these, and this is where I'm gonna end it for tonight. My fingertips hurt just a little bit because you can kind of see like the indent that all of this is making. But I'm super happy with how these have been turning out. About to start page 10 on here, and honestly after that it looks like a bunch of just really big pieces and putting it all together and then doing the wiring. But I think I should be able to finish this up tomorrow, so I will see you then. Day 2 of working on this little bookshelf thing. So far I have connected all of this, wired it up, and I built this tower right here. This was a pain to stack because it wouldn't like sit nicely in all of them and everything kept wiggling. So I don't think it's as secured as it should be, but that's as secure as it's gonna be. Felt like a true electrical engineer trying to detangle all these wires and figure out where they go. This is what I've got so far, and I'm quite pleased with it. It's really taken shape. I'm now on page 12 out of like 19, so we're almost done. I have been slightly stopped because the battery box goes in here and then you put something over top, and then there's like, there's things covering up the battery box. So I guess I will be putting the batteries in. I'm gonna work on making like individual pieces, and then I will come back to the part where I have to put one of my other pre-made pieces over this. I finished off another piece like this. I have completely finished 2 more of these, and I finished both of these right here. I now have to attach like a little lamp kind of thing. I just have to make a few more things, but I can't attach these to it yet because I don't have the batteries in yet. So I'm gonna have to put these to the side. Everything else really requires the box to be finished because we're just building onto it. So I'm going to table it to the next day once I get batteries. Day 3 of building this. I have my batteries so we can finally put the walls on this. I've been having a little trouble getting this to stay in place. So it's supposed to go right here, I think, but it doesn't really want to sit, and you can see how wobbly it is compared to like this one. It's still a bit wobbly, but not as bad. Also, I did notice my plant in here is coming up, so I gotta glue that down. Here it is all assembled. I think I'm gonna end up gluing this. I just want to make sure that this is where it goes. Maybe it'll have something to support it because it is so floppy, see? But other than that, we are all in place. This step was really hard to do, so I had to glue this piece in first, and then I had to configure the wiring, and then push all of this in and hope that the wiring doesn't come out. But this is what it looks like when it's lit up. We're almost done. But yeah, I think these walls are going to be the hardest part of it with dealing with the wires. It's coming along. I wish this were a little further back because it's kind of leaning, but I think I might glue it at the end. And then we added the little tanuki and cat. So we're almost done. And I don't know if you can see right by that second lamppost. Right in there. Right down there is supposed to be another one of these plants. But I don't think you can tell that it's missing. It does look a little lopsided because there's plants there and nothing over there. But maybe if the perspective kind of works, I'll just put this in without a pot and just hope that it kind of looks just like a plant. I've been working much slower than I used to, just because the wiring is so hard. I need to do the wiring like up here and then thread it out along this board here, but they don't have you attach this board to the actual thing yet, so it's just kind of laying here awkwardly. But I just wanted to share that I finished all of this and all of this one, so I only have 3 more of these left to finish, and right now I'm working on the outer base area. I'll show it once this is up. Almost done. I have this one last page to go. I've decided that for these plastic guys, this glue works a lot better than this glue. Because I had the plant falling off, the cat fell off, but they seem more secure with the actual Elmer's glue. I'm done. Here it is. Here's the side and the top, and here it is with light. I'm so extremely happy with how this turned out. I think it looks super cute. And this right here pulls up, and then these can move upwards, and then you can get to the battery pack in there if you need to. My biggest complaint is some of the wires. You can obviously see them, but not when you're really looking at it like this. But some of them are just much longer than they need to be. Like, can you see? That one is all the main, where the touch light is. And it's just kind of super long, but I really like how it came out. I am very happy that I was able to finish this. I think it said it would take like 4 to 5 hours, and it probably did. I didn't measure the time, but it might have taken me a little bit longer. This is how big it is compared to like me. And I have no idea where I'm gonna put this. For now, it's gonna sit on my desk until I figure out a home for it. I think I'm gonna redo our shelves to be able to fit this. And I just have a bunch of cool stuff that I still have to unpack from Japan that will go on our shelves, but I do have to clean it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me making my lovely little alleyway from Kyoto. A lot more crafts planned, which I'm very excited about, so stay tuned to see that. So much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye!